So, hey, look,
Hey,
I'm a black screen. This is great. So I've been having computer problems, and
we have,
and
we
now
have
this I'm
a
going to look, which
it's
is
a
fine
rectangle.
because
It happens.
the
It
darkness is
happens.
exactly fitting my mood right now. I'm
Hey,
looking at my.
hey,
I'm
man,
look-
Adrian's like an L7 man.
Uh-oh, we lost him.
Oh,
There he is.
no.
He's not even there.
Oh, okay. All right. What's up, Zena?
You can hear me
It's-
though, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, we can
That's
hear
fine. Good, because I'm naked. So
you. God.
Adrian is the invisible man tonight.
yeah, I don't know what the problem is, but everything is going wrong. So
Okay,
anyhow.
everybody snap their fingers and see if he comes back.
1, 2.
Nope.
Well, now you're a
Did
camera.
it work? It didn't work.
Well, that just means it's trying to hook up, but I don't know what the deal is. Oh, well, forget it. I quit. All right, go ahead. Since I'm gonna
Hey,
have
welcome
problems.
to A.M.O.K. It's perfect so far.
Yay! A.M.O.K, Mostly Paranormal Podcast. It's O's turn this week, which means it's my turn. And we're going to talk about the McInteer Villa and the three of us that actually went on this investigation. Do we have evidence? Negatory.
No.
Have we
Only
reviewed
up
our
here.
shit? I have not. Oh, shits. Excuse
Again.
me.
There you go.
I have not. But we can talk to you guys about our experiences and what we've done and how it was such an amazing opportunity and place. I cannot wait to go again. There's 2 floors that I still need to investigate, and that's the attic and the basement. I didn't even go to either of those floors.
Yeah.
Same here.
I
Here's
was
our
on the
evidence.
first and second
That's
floor.
it.
Yeah. I have 20 hours of digital voice recorders to go over. I have 11 hours of live feed. I have 2 hours of night vision, voice, and vision. So I've got quite a bit on my plate. And I'm just one chick, guys. And I have a 10-year-old that's about to go to school.
Yeah, I'm one chick too. No, that's not right.
You're Can we still hear Adrian, or is he just gone?
He's gone completely right now.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Things
Adrian
are
will come
not-
back.
He just said things are going awry. So
It should be A.M.O.K.
Oh no, it is a muck. It's muck. It's muck now.
just
Just muck right now. What's up, Karen? How you doing?
Karen,
L&M Paranormal. How you doing?
Hey guys.
Road Dog Adrian, did you unplug it and plug it back in?
Uh-oh. He said we may all go poof.
Oh no.
we shouldn't.
If he
As
has
long
to
as we're in
reboot.
here, we shouldn't.
But is
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
that true? Okay.
Yeah,
I
as
did-
long as we're in here and the show is open, we should be okay.
Well,
Say that and then watch. We'll all go poof.
the one thing I do have to say is I absolutely adore Stephanie. She is a hoot. I loved talking to her throughout the night. I loved hearing the stories of the house. I loved it.
Awesome.
Yeah, she is. She is. Also, I did do a goof, but I didn't ask permission for people to be on the camera. I'm sorry. I'll ask the next time. I was just so excited. I totally forgot. But yeah, that is something you guys should do if anybody is out there that likes to live feed and stuff. Make sure you have like written permission from people. So that way you can legally put their stuff up and not get sued for it. That is a big must. But yeah, just going to the place, seeing some of the back roads and the scenic drive was absolutely gorgeous. But once you get into Atchison, wow. That place is just heavy.
Yeah, it's a cool town, and there is a lot of energy that you can feel. That's pretty.
And use your slim cam next time. You know what? I wish I could. I would have, because my fat ass sure are fat. But dadgummit.
It's been a rough day, hasn't it?
Sorry. This is supposed to be family friendly, and I keep cursing. My bad. I'm sorry.
I promised this morning that I wouldn't. As I left the door, I said, okay, I'm going to not curse today. Before I even got a mile, I'm cursing out traffic.
Oh,
I'm like, really, guys? What what's going on here? It went downhill for about an hour and a half. I'm
It's
like,
just two curse words. I can always go back in and bleep them. But
It'll be all right.
it was absolutely great. We went and ate at what was it, Nelson's barbecue?
Yeah, Nelson's barbecue. Yeah, it was really good.
It was really, oh my god, those fried green beans are amazing. Holy
I'm gonna see while we're talking, since Adrian's not in here, I'm gonna see if I can download our pictures that everybody threw in the chat.
We are live.
Yeah, we have a few photos, but
we have a few photos.
Most of us, life got in the way this past 2 weeks, so
yeah, it's been a really hectic last 2 weeks. I have a lot of stuff that I've been doing. I had to, like, the day I came back, I had to prepare to have the Ghost Hunting Housewives on my podcast, the EPP podcast. And I tell you what, I was so tired, and they were so tired. I'm surprised we even got that off. But the fried brain gains.
I can't even talk now.
I had a whole bunch of those. Those were good.
They were so good. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to have them again. And then the breakfast buffet. The bacon, the sausage. Oh God, it was all just so good.
Yeah, they only had to refill the bacon once for us.
Yeah, just once. I only had 3 pieces.
That was
I binged. I saw they had the French toast, and they had the pancakes, and they had the bacon and sausage and biscuits and gravy. And those biscuits were so floofy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they were so good, so good.
See,
so we've got Enzo and Scotty are in the chat too. Enzo went with us as well.
Yes, that's with Enzo's first time going, and he's spoiled. He's going to go on the next one, guys, and he's going to be like, what is this?
That's what we did discuss that the fact that this is I mean, he got the Holy Grail because he did see something that was shadowy, kind of an apparition between the staircase and the dining room. And then he also saw what appeared to be a ghost cat run across the bottom of the staircase.
Oh, wow. I saw a video of that when I was going over it on EPP this past Sunday. She had a video of that on her Facebook page, the McInteer Villa, the 1889 McInteer Villa. And it looked just like a cat balled up and then took off and disappeared down the hallway. Yeah. I was like, what? What is this mess?
I did get the pictures downloaded. Do we want to wait on Adrian a few minutes, see if he makes it back, or do you want?
Yeah, we can wait on Adrian and just talk about our experience and our arrival.
I've not seen the cat, but the first time I was out there, which was almost 2 years ago, we're being given the history and the starting of the tour while we were in the dining room, and the doors were all closed because it was really warm that day, and she had the air conditioning, the window units going. So it kept, that room was the coolest of all of them. And as we're getting ready to leave that room, all of a sudden I think there were 8 of us, and we heard meow. And we're looking around going, was that a ghost cat? She goes, yeah, there's no cats here at all. And
yeah, there's none.
Just mild-mannered Stephanie, there's no cats here. And that cat, I was the caboose of the tour, that she was, guiding, and I'm just kind of in the back. That cat followed me around the entire first floor, meowed a number of times, and then we're in the final room before we went to that front room where you guys stayed, at the base of the front stairwell. And we're in that room, and there's a fireplace in there with a metal fireplace grate. I started hearing claws scratching on it. And I'm like, oh, sorry, dude, but we're heading upstairs. And he disappeared, or he or she, whatever. The cat disappeared. But that was pretty amazing.
Very cool.
That was pretty amazing.
Yes.
A couple of guys a couple of our guests did see the cat a couple of times.
Oh, wow.
Last weekend. Yep.
Yeah.
So
I know when we got there, things were already going off. Like, clockwork. Stephanie kept hearing stuff, of course. But she's used to that house by now. She should know all its creaks and stuff. But when we first got there, we were just chilling out in the dining room, getting stuff ready, getting stuff prepared for the investigation. I know a couple people were up in the attic, then a couple people were down in the basement. I was in the dining room, and whenever everybody finally came down, I wanted to go upstairs because everybody else was in the basement. So I wanted to go upstairs so nothing kind of distracted me or anything. And Stephanie went up there with us, and Ken was up there with his spirit box, and then Enzo came up there with us. And it seemed like a lot of things were happening at once when we were in that doll room. I know in the doll room, a lot of things happen, and I was live feeding. I was live, and Lost Boys Archimedes, who is from the Philippines, was talking about some of the dolls in that room and what not to touch and things like that. And it was very interesting to hear another person from a different country talking about that house and what not to do and what they believe it might be in the house. But that's why I love doing the live feeds for people that are like in other countries to be able to see and hear and try to experience, especially if they got a gift like Archimedes has, and they have a gift of being able to see or talk to the spirits and stuff like that, because I would love to hear their input on a lot of things and a lot of places that I go. Plus just the Missouri State Penitentiary that we got coming up in September. I cannot wait to live feed that and have some people in there. And I hope Archimedes is in there, because I think it would be interesting to get his intake on it.
For sure.
Well, as we were walking down the hall, we had just come upstairs, the second floor, from the front. And 'cause I was sitting in that one chair in the hallway, just kind of doing some video through one of my ghost apps. And I wasn't getting much at all, because I realized that straight in front of me on the other end of the hall was a mirror. So I'm seeing myself, and there's all sorts of stuff happening, but it's me.
Right.
But as I got up, you came up, and as I was walking down the hall, we had just got past, what was it called? The first room, the library, I think they called it.
The library.
We had just walked past that room, and there was a large painting on the wall on the right side. I got about halfway down, and I was wearing my hat, and I felt a finger go like this, like trying to push my hat off. And as I was walking down to the room before we started the doll room. So.
Right. Oh, Robert White from Australia. Yes, exactly. That's the point that I'm trying to get across, is that, and to see places we in other countries will never get to. Precisely. And I love being able to do that for my community and for people that want to see it and watch. Because I'm not going to get and where I am at right now, there is not a chance in HE double hockey sticks I'm going to get to go anywhere. That's going to cost a lot of money at this point in stage of my life right now. Can I say I'm going to make it in the future? I don't know. Maybe. I hope to. I really want to. But I never thought I would get to go to the Missouri State Penitentiary, but I get to go in September. So I'm really stoked on that. But you never know what's going to happen from one day to the next. So take it as you can get it.
I was going to mention.
Okay, for a second, let's stop for just a minute, guys. We don't have the ability without Adrian to post comments out of the chat onto our screen. So we might want to run back.
Somebody.
Yeah, I was about ready. I didn't know that, but I was about ready to say, Enzo, a few lines back, said he was hearing, and we all were hearing, footsteps. We were all pretty much in either the basement or the first floor, and we were hearing footsteps above us. Heavy footsteps in the hallways, and even on the steps. Occasionally, we would hear footsteps, and it wasn't us because we weren't moving, but the sound was. So,
she had a little music box on the second floor too. That was a motion sensor, and
that thing scared the fire out of me. I didn't know it was there, and I walked.
We were talking on that second floor, right in front of the library.
Well, you guys were in the library when it went off.
That one time. But there was another time when we were out in the hallway, and you could hear a creak in the floor. And she goes, "Was that you?" I said, "I didn't move." I did not move. And then there was another time when we were in there. We hadn't even done the Estes method yet, and it was going off. I would think I was sitting down in that on that couch right across from you. I think you were getting ready to. You were talking to the spirit box or whatnot.
Yeah. And you guys were asking questions, and I wasn't getting much at all through the spirit box. But every once in a while, I think you guys told me that some of the things made sense. Is that correct?
And some of the things, what now?
Made sense. Some of the answers that I was.
Oh God, yes. I was asking questions.
I didn't get much at all, but
on the Estes method in the library. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that was crazy. I could not wait to go over that evidence because that was so amazing. I would ask a question, you said something, and then immediately she would say something, and it corresponded. Thank you. I can't speak. It corresponded with what we were talking about. No, we are talking about the same location, Lost Boy. We are talking about the McInteer Villa, and I was talking about how I love to share my live streams with everybody, especially people from overseas that are in different countries. And Robert Whitehead stated, especially for those of you guys that won't ever be able to make it to these locations. And we're talking about right now doing the Estes method in the library. I think you were watching during that time as well. When I was asking a question and Ken would say something and then Stephanie would say something and would correspond with each other. That was trippy. That was so trippy. I was like, what?
the crazy thing is, I don't remember half the stuff I even heard, but it was really sporadic, though. I mean, very, very long.
Well, once I get that downloaded, I'll cut that clip and post it up for us.
Okay, that sounds good.
Do you guys want me to see if I can share any of the pictures? We can kind of look at them.
Yeah, we can kind of do that.
Okay, let's see if it works.
No, I didn't get any pictures. I only got pictures from the outside because I was live feeding the whole time. And unfortunately for me, I'm horrible at taking pictures when I'm at a location, unless that's my job.
I can't share this one, but on one of my little app videos, it's like the first 30 seconds. I asked something about, is this easier for you to use? And the answer immediately came back, no.
Oh.
And I don't know if I played this from my phone, will it pick it up on the microphone? Could we hear it that way?
Just keep it close to your mic and it might. You can try it.
All right. You guys got a second then while you're loading those up? Let's try it. Is this an easier way to talk?
Nice. Yeah, we could hear that.
Could you hear it okay?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And it's like, oh my gosh, that was the only thing I found so far. And I just listened to that about a half hour ago.
Enzo just said his Estes session with Patty was nutty. It felt more like I could only hear one person out of a group having a conversation. Yeah, that was pretty neat. And one of the really cool things about Enzo, his Estes session was, yay, there's Adrian.
Kind of. Kind of. I don't know how long I'm going to stay, but I'm not going to play around with anything. Just I want to be able to turn off the show when it's time to turn the show off.
Adrian's going to act like the puppet master tonight.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, he's a ventriloquist right now because every once in a while he'll freeze, but I'll keep talking.
I'm giving Shauna a hard time for language, but I was using a lot of it.
I bet.
Just saying, I'm not Mr. Perfect.
But you weren't live, so there's a difference.
Okay,
but
so on Enzo's Estes session, when he was upstairs with Patty and they were doing that, they did about 15 minutes. And when they got done, they listened to it upstairs. And then they came downstairs. We were all in the dining room together. and they played it for us downstairs. And at one point, we heard some kind of sound, a noise. It sounded like a young child, baby. And I remember thinking it sounded like it was in the room with us. And so we were like, hey, back that up. Did that, was that in the room? Was that on the recording? What was that? And they were like, well, it wasn't on the recording earlier. We didn't hear it earlier. They played it back and it was on the recording.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was happening a lot. That was happening a lot.
Seen that happen ever before.
I have once before, right? And that was at a location that I did in Collinsville.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I have never seen that before.
It was crazy because it's like they follow you home or they follow you in the location you're at just to. I almost said the F word. Almost to mess with you. Yes. Almost to mess with you. But at the same time, it's interesting and amazing to actually hear it. Because I think Enzo was the one talking about the alternate realities or the different dimensions. Yeah, because what if we heard that in one dimension, but the other dimension, that kind of stuff. So it was kind of an interesting concept. But at the same time, whenever you hear stuff like that, and especially during an Estes method, where Enzo heard his name.
Yes.
Enzo's not a common name. Shauna is not a common name. So whenever you hear Shauna come across, it's kind of, but anybody that's in the room, like any of us, because any of us, we don't have that common of names. I mean, Adrian is not that common. Ken is not that common anymore. Pam is not that common. So any of us
in the world.
any of us that are in the room that we hear something come across the spirit box that says our name, that is kind of interesting in and of itself.
It'll catch for sure. It'll catch your attention.
Yeah, I love it when it does that. And I know that they said my name quite a few times that night. So
yeah, Enzo said when your Estes method or your Estes session starts with "Why aren't you dead?" It's going to get weird.
That is true, Enzo. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
did y'all know this? Archimedes said that they asked if I had any salt because since there were kid elementals, it's best to rub the self with salt to cleanse and prevent them from coming along with you. I didn't know that.
I hadn't heard that before.
I just tell them to stay. Not like a dog, but just you can't come with me. Stay. This is your home. So
right.
Stay. Sit. Stay. Sit. I don't say
and
it that
way. I guarantee you, they're looking at you like
that would be rude.
I'm going to go where I want to go. You can't keep me here. Karen says, Enzo, you had the best first Estes method ever. Yes, he did.
He had the best first investigation, and Shauna's right because he's spoiled now. Because
he's way.
We were telling him he got the Holy Grail with the seeing what he saw and hearing what he heard. You don't catch that hardly ever.
I cannot wait to go back, and when we do go back, I would like to go back in February.
Yeah.
Because it'll be nice and cold, and I can go up in that attic and not worry about being overheated or my asthma going off on me or anything like that.
Right.
The only problem with that though is cold spots.
Yeah.
I think next time we go we make it 2 nights.
Yes.
That would be cool.
Go Friday night, Saturday night, something like that.
Yes. I think that sounds like a great idea.
And Pam needs way more sleep before she drives home next time.
Yeah.
Way more sleep.
I think we were all pretty exhausted when we got home.
It was bad.
I stayed awake to help keep Pam awake. And I did a lot of lives on the way back. Enzo says it was pretty odd.
That helped a lot.
Good deal.
The lives, yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah, you're probably right, Enzo. It's pretty odd after listening to it several times. I'm less convinced it was UFO related. I would agree. I would agree with that. Mm-hmm. But a lot of things, Enzo, I think I made this comment the other night when you were mentioning this, but I don't think it was talking about actual UFOs, but it was mimicking what you were thinking, and your thought process, because you really are into, the UFO arena,
Yeah.
And so that was your most knowledge, and they picked up your name and said, "Oh, he knows about this. Let's
We're
talk
not
about
sure,
this."
Karen.
Well,
Karen said, "Are you sure Stephanie is an alien?"
well, she
You
just
know,
bought,
it's funny.
she just bought a rooster.
I saw that, like a 12-foot rooster.
Yeah, a rooster.
skeleton.
She's absolutely nuts.
Skeleton. I'm like,
She's
really?
absolutely nuts, and I love her for it.
She's awesome.
So yeah.
But during the time that we were upstairs, we had a lot of stuff happening upstairs. I wish now that I would have stayed in that one room where she said that the spirits like to climb in bed with them, because I would have loved to have gotten that. But I've got 2 different digis. One stayed on the mantle in the dining room the whole time, while the other one walked around with me. Yeah, the digi walked around with me. But
You should have seen it. It was amazing. Little feet come out, walking around.
But it was interesting because when we were in the library, during the time before the Estes method, she got a recording of what sounded like a child saying, "I fixed it," or "I found it," something like that, from the bathroom where the guy committed suicide.
Yeah.
So that was very interesting. She also got another EVP when we were in the dolls room before we went down to the library. I can only imagine any of the stuff that we've got, because that place was so active. It would have Adrian grinning from ear to ear the whole time.
Yeah, Adrian, you definitely need to make a trip.
Yes,
I
you
know
and
it's a
Tina
long
would
drive.
love it.
I'd probably go there. It'd probably be the quietest night it's ever been.
We'd get some
I
sleep.
doubt it.
I really think after I went through everything that I went through, I think I dampened spiritual activity when I walked in.
Oh.
I really think that things recoil away from me, which is fine, because I don't want to go through that again. But
Right.
but it's
Yeah.
gotten to the point to where I have not had a good paranormal experience in a long time. So going to places, and you go to known places and everybody talks about it, and well, it's a building. Yeah, that's all I see.
Mm.
So it's going to take an awful lot to get me going. That's why I'm really excited to go to the penitentiary, because there's, you would think there'd be something there, and I'm hearing stories from the place. So let's see if I'll get something.
Especially the common room. I hear there's a lot of activity in the common room.
Yeah, but I am a Debbie Downer.
We did have an incident where Pam and I, the room that we were sleeping in, we had it was a very dull, it wasn't bright at all, balloon in the middle of the floor where she had a light in it. It was very dull, like it was about to die. And she caught it on camera where it was bright as, like it just was put in there.
I faced away from it, and I had my eyes shut, but I noticed, how you can kind of see light.
Yeah.
On your eyelids, and I noticed something behind. It seemed like there was a light in there, so I opened my eyes, and this balloon was just bright purple. And let me see if I can.
I've got video of it, but I do not have a picture of it. I have a video of it when we walked in there. It wasn't even bright enough to brighten the room.
Picture, but I'm gonna have to here. Do you care if I share this?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, I'll have to.
I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, actually, you know what? Let me go over here, and then I don't have to zip through all of them while we're on there. I can just pull it.
While she's figuring that out, I'm telling the world, I got a new computer. It's being shipped. It is a new computer. So with a newer generation i9 processor versus my 8th gen i5, who is apparently not working anymore. He's not. So I'll be happy.
Did you see it brighten up too, Archimedes? I'm not afraid of any doll. I would love to have stayed in the doll room, but Karen claimed it before I did. So,
are you guys seeing it?
No.
No. I see it. Oh, I got to put it to the room. There we go. Oh, what'd you do? You made it go away. Put it back.
Yeah, I made it go away. Okay.
No, put it back. Put it back.
Interesting.
Okay, hang on.
We'll have to ask Archimedes if he heard anything.
He said that he heard something that sounded like metal clanging. Okay. And something else. I can't remember what it was.
There it is.
It's bright. That brightens the room, and it was not that bright when we went in there.
No, it wasn't. It was so dull. I didn't even realize there was a balloon in the room with us.
Yeah.
And right above that is my camera.
Yeah.
And right next to that on the couch is me.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like your feet over
and
there.
before we all laid down, probably about 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I saw 2 of the balloons just outside of your room at the bottom of the stairwell, and neither one of them they were barely lit. So I don't even know where the other one went.
Oh, no way, Enzo. No way.
That's cool. I think I have a picture of that doll too, that marionette. Let me go look and see if I did.
That is interesting because that fell over before I got in there.
Oh, that's true, Enzo. I do remember that.
Okay.
I heard a metal clanging sound that night as well, like a small metal locker door opening. Really? That must have been what Archimedes heard.
Okay, here's the marionette they're talking about.
It was the marionette on top.
No, that was the one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were 2 marionettes.
Fake news. Fake news.
Yep, there was a marionette on top that she actually moved after Archimedes said, "Do not move the doll with the white hair." And she moved the doll with the white hair to put the marionette there.
She moved it to that
dresser
or whatever between the 2 beds by the wall.
Yep.
Okay.
But before she moved it, the head had fallen over.
Yes, I do remember that. It's like, did that just happen? We don't know.
Yeah.
And then she moved it.
And that is.
Yeah, that's true, Scotty. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he's scared of Robert the doll. That thing's creepy.
There's a lot of dolls that supposedly, I'm saying supposedly because I've never experienced it for myself. Other people may have, but there's a lot of dolls out there that are supposedly haunted.
Okay, I just don't get that. I'm sorry. I'm a powerful demon.
Oh, I don't know about all that. That's just a creepy doll.
Let's stick with this. Let's possess a toy. I don't get that.
I don't think a demon, it doesn't necessarily have to be a demon. I'm pretty sure a lot of people wanted their children in the dolls if they lost their child early on, or
isn't there a horror movie made about that?
There's a lot of horror.
There's actually a Booth Brothers movie that talks about a doll. But no, there is a horror movie that talks about a demon in a doll. But it was they thought it was their child at first, but it was a demon that took over the doll. But back in the day, they would take hair from their child and put it on a doll, hoping that their child would possess it once they had passed on, because they wanted to keep something of their child. So it's a lot of stuff that happened back in the day that's just really like, wow, they really did that.
That'd be a great place to take Scotty too, because Scotty, have you ever been on a ghost hunt yet? I'm not sure you have. I can't recall. But that'd be a great place to take you as well.
Yep. So we're definitely gonna have to get with
there's a small
Stephanie.
room. There's a small room we can lock him in.
With all the dolls.
Full of dolls.
Well, we could do that, or upstairs top of the stairs. Yeah, there's all sorts of places we can hide them.
Now, I was looking at pictures of the basement. It's all like concrete doorways and stuff. I didn't get a chance to go down there and look at it.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool place down there.
Yeah, I didn't go down there this time, but nor the attic.
Did Adrian, did you get a chance to put pictures in a PowerPoint, or do you want?
That's what happened. That's what I was doing in the middle, and then started the show, and that's when everything went awry. So I'm not touching nothing.
Okay. So if we want, I downloaded the pictures that we all put into the chat, and let me pull that up.
Yeah, we can do what we've been doing.
Okay.
You set it up, and I'll spike it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are in Microsoft safe mode right now.
So Archimedes said, if my child possesses a doll, I drag it to an unknown location and say, nope, you're getting buried again.
Yeah.
Scotty said no, he's been to the Sally house, but he's always wanted to go to McInteer Villa.
McInteer is amazing.
McInteer is only a mile and a half
I have not been to Sally house.
I'm looking at a stairway.
I can.
That's on the second floor, looking down.
Yes.
Yes.
This is the main staircase looking down.
This is the staircase I went up and down, up and down, up and down. I don't know how many times that night.
And
I got my exercise.
Did it have that cool spooky house creak to it?
Oh, those stairs are
Oh
so
yeah,
and that's what
they
you hear all night
are.
long. You hear somebody walking up and down this staircase.
Yeah.
And then there's the marionette. And this is
We
just
were
one of
in that room.
yeah, this is upstairs.
That's in the museum or in the
That's the room where the
library,
lens
right?
flare. No. The library had the circular table
Okay.
and the
this-
chessboard.
This is upstairs in the southeast room.
This is the room where we were in, and you sat on the couch and then you moved to the chair.
This is directly above where you and I, that room that we slept in, the piano room.
Oh, okay. I know. Okay. That first room.
Yeah.
Oh, this is on the first floor.
No, this is on the second
floor.
Okay, I thought this was on the second floor. Okay.
Where the stairs were a few minutes ago.
Now I don't know about you guys,
The
but
prior,
whenever, yeah,
the prior picture with the stairway.
yeah, that's
Just
right across
keep-
from the
just
stairway.
Keep going straight toward.
Yeah. Okay,
toward-
that's what I thought it
it's
was.
like over here.
Right.
It's across from the scrying room.
I had to have coffee. So I went up and got coffee before I actually investigated. And I swear to God, I felt like, you know, when you get the hairs on the back of your neck that says somebody's watching you, I had that.
That's the room.
This is that room, except
Yeah, that's the room.
There's the coffee table with the photos.
Yep. Such a beautiful house. Oh my gosh.
It's gorgeous.
That's
looking from the dining room into the
that one room, yeah. The front room.
I'm not sure whose picture is
That's
this.
the room that Ken slept in, isn't it?
Yes. It is. It is because that's
is it? Or is that's
yeah, it is.
Oh
yeah, because right next to it is where we slept.
The chandelier, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Because the chandelier, I got a story about the chandelier too. I'm getting ready to, pack it in. I'm grabbing a blanket and taking my shoes off, lay down on the couch that's straight across from there. And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I've got the reflection of the chandelier in my eye. I'm like,
that's right.
I was just sitting there, and Enzo's in the room to the right of this. And I'm like, I can't, what the heck? I can't see. And I look over, and the chandelier is beaming off of a mirror, a table, little, small mirror on the table. And I'm like, did you guys just move that to annoy me? So I got up and turned it. I'm like, don't do it again, because that hurt. I couldn't see. Something moved it and shined that light in my eye. I'm like, really?
Well, Goldie is known to be a little prankster, isn't she?
Feisty, yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, that's true, because the mirror was right next to the rocking chair.
Yeah, and the rocking chair's across. If you see that sofa against the wall under that window, that's where Ken slept. Right. So across from it, and it would be to the.
So if you walk in this door, go to the left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a small.
Now another interesting. Oh, go ahead.
There's a small table there where the mirror was, and then the rocking chair, and then you've got the doorway to go into where you guys were in the front room.
Yeah.
So and
another
Goldie, matter of fact, I'm sorry, Goldie actually supposedly died in that chair.
Yeah.
Yes, that was near the teacups from earlier in the night. The teacups were in that hallway right there to the left, right before that room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, okay.
At the bottom of the staircase.
Yep. But another interesting thing that happened was the teacups, like Enzo was talking about. They got the teacups on sound. I hope Stephanie got that on camera, but I don't know. She didn't post it up. But another interesting thing that happened was while we were playing 21 with the spirits of the house, whoever wanted to play, and the light in the kitchen kept going on after she would turn it off.
Over the sink. Yeah.
So that was very interesting.
That happened like 3 different times, I think.
Yep. The teacup we saw moved wasn't in the front hallway, and the teacups in Goldie's room. Oh, so both rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also with the light, also the light going on and off in the kitchen, we kept hearing bangs in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. They were, because we were like, is that an ice machine? But it didn't make it. Kind of sounded like an ice machine or an ice maker.
It was more like somebody thumping.
Yeah, it was louder. It wasn't quite that. That was just like the closest thing we could come up to.
Right.
for it to be
But
like.
it was pretty interesting. Like
This
while
is
we
the
were
view-
playing.
This is a view of the house looking from the south from the street.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
And now she's
It's
got
a beautiful house.
And now she's got a big chicken out there, a big
Lord have mercy.
skeleton chicken in the front somewhere.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
She is a hoot.
She is. I took that picture with a smaller old camera. It was a very old camera. Put it this way, it was so old it wouldn't even zoom all the way out. So, I was live. I was live on my phone, so I couldn't take pictures with my phone, unfortunately, or I would have got a big shot of it. But
Oh, sorry.
yeah, that's all of us. No, you're fine.
You mean move ahead?
The state. Oh, wait. Sorry. If you look above the second little porch like awning thing there, you can see like a stained glass in the square at the very top of the two paint. Yep, right there. She had that. There was different spots all over the house that had stained glass, and I love it. I hope she gets more put in. I'm pretty sure those are the original, aren't they?
I think they are. Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at this picture. Is there somebody standing in that attic overlooking right above where you were just pointing?
Up here?
Yeah, what is that white thing?
Is that a skull? I mean, skeleton that she's got hanging up over there.
Oh, that's a hand. A skeleton hand. Yeah.
What's the big white thing above, right above where you're pointing? Nope,
Right
down.
here?
No, it's kind of square. Yeah, right there. What is that?
Door.
That's the windows.
Is that a window there?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the separation of the two windows up there.
Okay.
Here, let me pull in a little bit more. Is that better?
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
Hey, kind of pull that up a little bit and look at the windows on the second floor.
Yeah, the stained glass right there.
What is that?
Where?
Is that a bird? Right there. Go to the second window. Right there. Is that a bird right there?
No, that's the reflection of the tree out in the yard.
Oh,
You can
wow,
see
that's
the-
a weird tree.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
those fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, are you
There we
talking
go.
about this right here? Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like there's
Yeah.
fingers there. It's like they're going to come in and grab
I
you.
don't know where that's from, what room that is, though. That might be
That's-
something I have to look at the rooms
That might be. Wait,
Well, I
and see
got
if
it
that's
in
got a
preview.
skeleton hand in there.
that's probably. Is that bedroom? That middle bedroom?
Oh, I think that's the bedroom where the spirits climb in bed with them, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It's like the master bedroom upstairs.
Yeah, that'd be something to
that's
see
where
what kind of
that's where the-
stuff she's got in the windows.
That's where the queen size bed is?
Yeah,
Okay.
where they saw the shadow in the mirror.
Yeah.
She
It's
showed
a-
pictures of that shadow, huh?
It's a cool place.
It is a very cool place. My bony pony love him. I've
These
seen
are
that.
totally out of.
What'd you see,
order.
Doug?
Huh? What?
These are totally out of order because this
Yeah,
is morning at
that's
breakfast.
the morning after at breakfast.
Yeah. Like 3 hours after we went to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And boy, we chowed down that bacon. So
What is this
Oh,
place
we
called?
did.
I wonder the name
Yeah.
of it starts with a P.
Patchouli, Palucci.
Palucci's. Yeah.
Paolucci's.
Palucci.
So
After eating
Doug,
all the bacon.
yeah, there we go. Doug, what did you see?
Do you want me
Doug
to go
Cousins.
back?
I don't know.
He said the white thing solved now. Oh, the white thing up on the balcony thing. No. I still want to know what that is, though, because I
that
think that
arm?
might be a skeletal hand. Yeah.
It is. It's a skeleton.
Not that one, the one in the window. I
Yeah.
put gravy on everything. I love breakfast food.
Right
Me
here?
too. Yeah.
See, it looks like a hand,
That's
doesn't it?
well, it does, but it also looks like
Kinda like-
it's
Kind of like this.
yeah.
No, those are
Y'all
like
are
original
killing me.
windows, and they're the bubbly, wavy glass. So it's probably
Oh,
either
I
that
know
or
it's not paranormal,
screen
but
or something.
No.
I don't think it's paranormal.
it's cool.
But it's cool looking.
Yeah,
It's a
Kind of looks like a
conversation.
pixie or something. I don't know.
It's a conversation piece.
There you
Yeah.
go.
There you go. Did you check the paranormal clearing of my throat in the early morning?
Oh, here
There
we
was
go. This is the day
Oh,
before.
there was a 2-voice male clearing their throat, going ahem. And I know that at the time he said was happening, Enzo and Ken were sleeping, or Ken was sleeping. I don't know if Enzo cleared his throat or not. I have no idea. At any point in
Got her
time.
eyes crossed.
Huh?
Stephanie's got her eyes crossed in that picture.
Uh-huh.
And Enzo, I'm going to ask you again. I wrote it down, but I can't find it. Right before I woke up, I think it was at the same time you heard the ahem. What did I think I heard? Because I heard somebody say something. Do you remember what it was, Enzo? And we'll wait for his response. But
Oh, I know what it was, Ken. When about the same time you heard somebody say something, and what it was I was punching in how long it would take us to drive home, and I had the sound off on my phone, and I didn't realize when you actually hit go, it jacks your volume way up. So it's super quiet in the house, and all of a sudden my phone's like, directions to blah blah blah, and I was like, oh crap, trying to turn it back down.
okay,
And
yeah,
it woke you up. So you were half asleep when you heard that.
because I didn't hear what you just said. I heard something else.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, that's fine. That's what I kind of figured. But yeah, this one here.
Who? Pin?
I'm sorry.
Pin Paranormal said, which room were you sleeping in? I asked who.
Oh, which room was I was in that middle room where Goldie's rocking chair.
Oh, you heard two women chat? Oh, it wasn't me. I was sleeping.
I believe Enzo heard. I think Enzo heard at the same time that I heard something. He heard two women chatting. So I don't really think it was your stuff, but
maybe it wasn't. Maybe that was something else.
I have to listen to my recordings. I haven't done that yet.
Archimedes said it was two male, one male, a hemmed. Yep. So I don't know.
And I know it wasn't me because I said, Ken, did you do that? I said, I'm on a CPAP machine. If I did that, it would sound so bad.
Yeah, it would.
You guys would have come running in, going, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
So, but overnight, must have been around 2 a.m. or so. This is the side of my car right here. Jen and Marsh were with us, and they were getting ready to leave. So I walked out with them. So I had to move my car, and I looked at the side. I'm like, where did these fingerprints come from? If you zoom in here, you'll actually see what looks like a hand above that, but that's, I don't know, it's either Jen or Marsh. They were holding a flashlight.
Yeah, it's whoever's
their
taking
phone,
the picture.
because you can see their legs. But look down further, you see 4 fingerprints. Right, yeah. And also, I didn't send this picture, but there were also fingerprints on my same side of the car. So the driver's side back on the light. On the light with fingerprints on it too. So, and my car had been washed twice because a giant bird.
Oh, that's right.
I was in St. Joe. I spent the night in St. Joe the night before Friday at a mansion there, and some of my some of the people that were other guests that I don't know who they all were, but I went down, getting ready to leave, and we're drinking coffee with the owner of the place. And one of the ladies said, "Man, did you guys see that big bird last night on the top of that guy's car, or that on top of that car?" And I'm across the room. I'm like, this is a cool story. So they're telling this whole thing, and we're going, yeah, it was sitting on there. It was there for hours. And they said, oh my God, it made a mess on it. I'm like, which car was it? I looked out. It's my car.
Oh no.
I think it was a vulture, not a vulture, but something like a buzzard or something. But it was huge. It was probably, we got a photo of it. It was
a big bird.
2 foot high.
Yeah. Great Dane side droppings.
Pretty much.
Everywhere. I had to
like
drive.
A hailstorm hit.
It went down the back window, the side windows, the entire roof. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
I think it was also eating because it's fuzz. I'm like, oh, no, this is horrible. I had to find a car wash. and I had to take it through twice to get it all
Wow.
off my car. So where those fingerprints came, I don't know, because the car had been washed about 6-8 hours before that.
Wow.
Twice.
Lost Boys Archimedes said, I also heard another female voice, but I quickly debunked it as not paranormal. It was Miss Geek snoring. I'm not going to sit there and say I don't snore. I have been told by military brothers and sisters that I sound like a ship coming into harbor, okay? I'm not embarrassed about it. It's human nature. I snore. It's going to happen. If you're going to watch my lives, I go live and I stay live the whole time I'm paranormal investigating, and that's including when I'm sleeping.
And when she's
So, and which I snore. The Lost Boys says debunking bird poop as not paranormal ooze.
yeah, it was bad. Yeah, Enzo, yeah, that's right. We did determine it was a turkey buzzard.
Hey,
It
Jess is
was huge. Hey, Jess.
in the chat too.
So yeah.
Oh, were they gone the next morning? Karen asked.
What?
The fingerprints.
Actually, they were. No, the back of my car, those were gone. But the ones by my door, no, they were still there when I got up, but they disappeared by the time I got home. So
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Jess.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Karen said it's ectopoopism.
Ectopoopism.
Yes.
Too funny.
I found when it happened, I'm going to the car wash. I'm thinking to myself, I remember the old Foobird joke. And I'm like, should I wash my car? Should I not? Should I wash my car? Oh, the hell with it. I'm going to wash my car. So I looked it up and it said, oh, it's good luck. I'm like, not if I had to pay to clean my car twice.
Yeah.
It's a little expensive then, huh?
Too true. Too true.
But anyway, yeah.
I think the whole investigation and the whole experience was absolutely amazing, especially for this being my first time there, Enzo's first time investigating ever.
Yeah.
It was a very, very awesome experience. I cannot wait to do it again. And for those that are interested in doing it and can do it, it is the 1889 McInteer Villa in Atchison, Kansas. She does book every day if she's got to. So look at
really?
the
So
schedule.
if I wanted to go up there on a Wednesday,
Yep.
I can investigate.
Yeah.
Yep.
If
I
like
it's
that.
open. Yeah.
And if you want to go, it's probably best to book it now for next year because she fills up the entire year quickly.
She's only got 2 more Fridays left, and they're in late November and early December. And then the rest of it, she's got 2 weeks off in December because, of course, it's Christmas. Who wouldn't have 2 weeks off in December?
Ashley's in the chat too, and she's been up there quite a few times.
Who?
Ashley.
Hey, Fluffy Bubble.
There quite a few times, and they've got some really. The very first time that I went and Jess went, we were with Ashley and her husband Craig, and his sister and their mom and stuff. And yeah, it was neat. It was a really, really, really cool experience then too. But we heard the footsteps on the stairs all night long again, and yeah. Oh, she said they were just here on Saturday. Awesome.
Sweet.
Oh, that's right. I did hear that you guys were up there. Hey, Pen. Can't remember who was all in the group, but yeah, I do remember.
Yeah.
I saw your post.
Thank you, Clairvoyant, for the follow. So yeah, it was very interesting night. It was very fun. I do not regret the Dairy Queen that I got before the investigation.
Oh, we got in so much trouble for that. Why are you guys late?
I don't have a Dairy Queen near me, and getting a soft dip chocolate dip cone reminds me of when me and my mama used to go and get Dairy Queen every weekend.
Well, you did confess before we got back, so yeah.
Scotty said, "Never regret Dairy Queen."
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
I don't. I don't.
we'll be doing another. Actually, because I was a part of this. I said A.M.O.K in McInteer Villa. It's just muck. But it will be A.M.O.K at sorry at Missouri State, and that's 1 month away. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
I get to go frolic with y'all, and that'll be a good time. Big place.
Michelle says yes, only it was my dad. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my birthday's Sunday.
Hey,
that's
happy
right,
birthday!
I
That's
had
right.
to shout it out.
Woohoo. We won't have another one before your birthday, will we?
Cool thing about Missouri State Penn also is that we are going to be there Friday the 13th from midnight until 6 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th. I'm so stoked for that. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Good
So
time.
some of us are going up on the 12th and staying the night on the 12th and the 13th.
yep. And we're
Yeah.
staying at a haunted Airbnb.
Yep.
It'll be a good time.
I'm
And
not. I
my
just want to sleep.
bestie and my bestie Joshy is going to be there, so I'm stoked to see what happens to him. We're going to put him in jail cell.
Does he know
And
this?
And then
yes,
leave.
he knows this.
Oh, okay.
He said he asked if it was because of a certain thing, and we were like, I'm going
Oh,
into
I
the jail
didn't see
cell
that
too,
conversation.
dude.
It doesn't matter which thing it was. Yeah.
Oh, Karen said we're staying in a haunted Airbnb that was a morgue. That'll be
Yeah, wasn't it?
Ooh, nice. That's gonna be fun. I'm stoked. I'm super stoked. Thank you, Archimedes.
I think it was a funeral home. It might have been a morgue, but I think it was definitely a funeral home.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a restful night. No,
But
Enzo,
the
it doesn't,
basement,
does it?
but the basement.
I will
might
sleep
have
through
been a morgue.
anything. Enzo, you were in the service. We could sleep through anything, my dude.
Oh, they were very kind to us. We've stayed there before.
Ah,
a couple years,
Adrian.
3 years ago.
Adrian was it? Well, Adrian was in the Navy.
What?
I guess you
Air
were in the Navy too. Oh, you were in the Air
Air
Force. That's
Force.
right. You were in the chair force.
That's
Enzo
right.
was in the
Air Force.
Navy.
I'm very, very, very proud of that fact that I was.
My dad
spoiled
was
by
You should
all
be.
that. And
You should be.
because nothing like I love hearing all these vets at the VA whine about their service. I said, man, I had a blast. Anyhow, speaking of a blast, we have another show coming in just 1 week, and that is the Console Week. So
It is.
what are we doing next week, Pamela?
We are actually going to have Bordertown Strange. You know that fantabulous
Oh.
podcast.
Yeah.
Fantabulous. I
people.
love that you say fantabulous.
I like Fantabulous.
And they like to talk.
We do
because
like to talk.
That's what
so.
they do.
It's in the title.
And, I mean, it describes us perfectly. We are a little strange. So it's actually Jess and I. I think Mark will be in there with us. And so it should be a good time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fantabulous.
We've
Yeah.
got Bordertown Paracon coming up. So we're going to kind of touch on it a little bit.
We're gonna touch on that. Talk about the stuff coming up. That's good because that's only what
Yep.
that's real soon.
We're
That's
like
a month and a
7
half
weeks
away.
out now.
Yes.
6-7
So,
weeks out now. So yeah.
Looking forward-
A month
looking
and a
forward
half
to that.
away.
Yeah.
That's a road trip, man. I got a whole like 3.5 hours, 4 hours to drive.
I have a whole 15 minutes. It's so far away.
So yeah, so next
I'm
time.
gonna have
Next
pins
Bordertown
in my-
Strange. Woo!
Yes.
pins in my eyeballs.
Oh,
I'll be
Oh.
stopping at the Rocking
Thank you,
Chair
Ashley.
restaurant.
She said, I've heard they're really cool chicks. Well, thank you.
Cool chick. All right. So
We
hey,
appreciate
you guys
that.
know.
Oh my gosh.
You
Thank you.
guys know you got to be here next week. You got to talk. You got to listen to this and hear stuff coming up because the Bordertown people.
that's
cool.
creepy, Archimedes. I would say it out loud, but we're leaving.
I kind of dig on them. So
They are cool. They are really cool people. Yeah.
They are really awesome, fantabulous people.
They accept us. It's like anybody
Fantabulous
accepts-
human beings.
Yay.
Fantabulous human beings.
all right, everybody. See y'all next week.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Night.
Stay